Hey everybody, this is Lorette. Can you hear me?
Yes, Lorette. Hi.
Hi. Well, you guys, I am so excited for this session. So, just to give you a little bit of background on how this happened. So, first of all, Ava is a very organized. She used to be a teacher and she is very organized, always, the one that's keeping us on track. And, I always ask her what some of her secrets are. But the other day we were in a session. We were about to start a session. And, before we show our screen to the world, one thing that we do is that we close all of our multiple tabs, right? And so I had a bunch of tabs open on my screen and Ava said, "Are you ready to show your screen?" I said, "Not yet. I need to close all my tabs." And she said, "Oh, me too." But she did it in one click of a button and she had all her tabs hidden. And I was laughing and she showed me what she did. And I said, "Ava, you need to show me. This is like magic." How she was able to quickly do this. There's these little tools that you can use to make your life easier, to make things more organized, to make things more productive. And those that were on the session watching this were all in awe as well. And so we asked Ava, "Hey, Ava, can you show us some of these tips and tricks that you're doing and share it with everybody?" And everybody was so excited and they all said, "Yes, yes, Ava, show us more." And that's how this session came about. So I wanted to learn more about these Google Chrome extensions, as well as the other people that were watching her show, this magic on her screen. So that's why this happened. So I hope all of you appreciate this. And I like how, on the screen right now, she says it's Google Chrome extensions to help you become more productive in 2023. So who wants to be more productive? I'm sure all of you want to be more productive. Am I right? Who wants to be more productive in 2023 and stay organized as well? Because a lot of these tools that she's going to show you is going to help you become more organized and more productive, which are two things I know that I strive to be, and I'm sure that you do as well. All right, so we see everybody saying me, yes, me, yes, for sure. So with that in mind, Ava, do you want to jump in and start sharing some of your magic? Oh, and then also, while we're going through this, if you guys have any Chrome extensions that you use that Ava maybe didn't share, please share them, right? That's what we're all about. We all want to help each other and make sure that everybody has the best experience. And if you have something that you want to share, go ahead and type that in as well. All right, Ava.
Great. Thanks, Lorette. Now, for me, I have a little feedback, Lorette. Mute your mic. All right. Now, where productivity is concerned, for me, productivity means I'm saving time, and that's time in different aspects or different tasks that I have to complete. So these Google Chrome extensions that I've put together for this session, there are ones that I have used myself and there are ones that I found helped me in a particular task. So they're a mixture. So productivity for you may be something else, productivity for me may be another thing. So what I do know is that all these extensions can help you in some way or form in different tasks that you have to complete. So as we see, we're ready for today's session about Google Chrome extensions that can help you to become more productive in 2023. Anytime that we are about to start a new year, we always want to start being more productive, more efficient, be the better self, than we were the previous year. So it's a great time to be introducing something like this for you now. Now, as Lorette said earlier, drop any Google Chrome extensions that you're actually using and have found helpful for you, whether it's in business or just personal stuff. So the first thing, I had someone ask me, what in the world are Google Chrome extensions? Because it doesn't make any sense you knowing how wonderful it is if you don't know what they are. Now, first of all, Google Chrome is a web browser that allows you to be able to go to different web pages, websites, and view what they have. Now, what extensions allow you to do is to install them in your browser and change the browser's functionality, as in make it increase in the function that you have. So these include adding new features to Chrome or modifying the existing behavior of the program itself to make it more convenient. So you're basically adding more functionality to your browser so that you can do different things. So some of these extensions are actually websites that may exist on their own, but they have an extension that allows you to be able to access it easily within the Google Chrome browser. So the first thing you do, you have to have Google Chrome web browser in order to use these Google Chrome extensions. Now, if you use other browsers, for example, if you use Firefox or Microsoft Edge, they have their own form of extensions. They don't call them extensions, they call them add-ons. So they have the same kind of making your browser more functional, but in a different way. So some of these may be extensions that you find being used in another browser if you don't. But I'm sure after today, if you use Microsoft Edge or if you use Mozilla Firefox, you're going to come over to the Chrome crowd, the Google Chrome crowd, because this is where the magic is. This is where it's at. Google Chrome web browser is one of the best web browsers out there. Yes, give me a 1 in the chat. Do you agree? You can tell that I'm a Google Chrome. I'm a Google Chrome web browser user all the way. I think Lorette was telling me, oh my gosh, I use Microsoft Edge. I said, what? Do people still use Edge? But yes, I am a Google Chrome browser, web browser all the way. So if you don't have it, you need to get it installed. So Cheryl, you say you use both. All right. I only go to Microsoft Edge when Google Chrome may be giving me problems. And the only reason Google Chrome may be giving me issues is that it's a secure web browser where Microsoft Edge may allow you to open things that you shouldn't be opening. So that's why sometimes I say, okay, let me go to Microsoft Edge. It can't open in Google Chrome, but I'm sure Edge will open it because Edge opens any and everything. That's why I recommend you use Google Chrome browser. Yes, Google Chrome web browser is more secure, okay? So you have to download it if you don't have it. So I just want to direct you where you go to download it if you don't have it. So it doesn't come with your computer. You have to put it in. So if you're, by the way, if you're a Windows user, Microsoft Edge comes with Windows. For those who use Apple and iOS and such, you know, you may use Safari and such, but you can use Google Chrome web browser as well. And I suggest, you know, use it. It's great. So this is the link that you would go to download your Google Chrome browser, and you would follow the instructions. We're going to give you a PDF of this presentation, so don't worry, you're going to get all the links. And here you'll see it says there's no place like Chrome, right? And then you can click the button, download Chrome, and you can install it. You can also update your existing Google Chrome browser because sometimes they make changes and stuff that make your browser work more efficiently. So check that out as well. So once you have your Google Chrome web browser installed and in use, then you can take advantage of these great extensions that they have. So where do you find them? They don't just pop up. You actually have to go looking for them, and you go so or do so via the Google Chrome web store. So this is the link that you'll go to get to the web store. It's chrome.google.com/web store. So remember I told you that by the time you are done with this session, you're going to be in here like a kid in a candy store looking on all that's available because they have extensions for different categories. They have the all category. They have recommended for you based on what they see you searching for. Accessibility. Oh my gosh, so much. Blogging for the persons who are interested in writing. You have your developer tools. You have fun. Who doesn't love fun, right? So you have all of these different categories that are available to you for you to check. You even have a productivity category as well. So you're going to see some of these productivity tools. Some of them I may look at in today's session, but you can jump into the productivity area and look through what they have here. And you can also search in the store for what they have. So I want to show you how you'd go about getting a Chrome extension installed. So when you come into the store and you browse and you find something that you're interested in looking for, then you would click on it. So I'm going to look at this one just as a test. It's called Small PDF. And what it does, it allows you to, as it says, edit, compress, and convert PDF. Now, the great thing about the Chrome Web Store is that it tells you a bit about the extension. So if you don't know anything about it and you just see the name, it gives you an overview of the extension. So it tells you easy to use PDF tools to edit, convert, merge, split, all of these stuff. And then it lists some of the stuff that it does. Some of these extensions are either completely free or they have a free aspect and a paid version. And usually the paid version is very affordable. So if it's something that you love and you want the full features, you can explore the paid option as well. So I'm going to show you how you go about installing it. So they also have reviews. I would suggest that you look at the reviews just to get an idea of what others have said about the extension. You know, sometimes, you know, reviews may be a little bit iffy at times, but you just can get an idea of what other persons think about it. And there's no problem with you testing it yourself. If you don't like it, it's a quick removal and that's it. I've gone through like so many different extensions that I've tested out just to see what they're like. And if I don't like it, I just remove it from my computer. So here you're going to see a button that says Add to Chrome. So once this is not already on your computer, meaning in your browser, it's going to say Add to Chrome. If it's already there, it will say Remove. So the button will have a different option depending on what you have installed. So when I click Add to Chrome, it's going to ask me, you know, and tell me about it. It's going to tell me that it's going to, do you want to put it on? And then I know I want to, so I'll click Add Extension. And it's as simple as that. It does check in and it's on your Chrome web browser. Right away, it may include it in the upper right-hand corner of your browser, or it may put it as one of the listed extensions that you have access to, and I'll show you that. So I just wanted to do a quick demonstration of how you would actually get the extension into your browser before we look at the ones that I'm going to be discussing for today. Was that easy? Wasn't that easy? Give me a 2. Wasn't that easy? I just searched, clicked it, added it, and it's as easy as that. And it's even easier to remove this extension if you don't want it anymore. And we'll look at that a little bit later down. So that's how you get your extensions in. It may take you to another page telling you some more about the extension. As you see here, it's telling us that we've installed it. And it says, you now have another great way to use Small PDF in your browser, because Small PDF is a website that allows you the functionality with PDF files. All right, so let me head back over here. And of course, I had to make sure that I start with the one that Laurette was talking about, which is OneTab. For some reason, OneTab, the text decided to jump off this slide, but it's there. So OneTab, as it says, OneTab. As you see right here, I made sure to start the presentation with a whole lot of tabs open. I have some Fiverr tabs open. I have Facebook, Canva, my inbox, GoToWebinar, Google Drive. Oh my gosh. Now, if you do presentations a lot like myself, and Laurette does too, that's why Laurette was like, oh my gosh, I could get ready for my presentation as easy as that. Now, when you're doing presentations, you want to make sure that you don't have your whole life story on display for everyone to see. So you want to be quickly able to clean up your browser. So if you're doing a presentation that requires you to be on the internet, you want to quickly clean up your browser so everybody doesn't know that you are a million tab opener user, right? So that's what made me discover OneTab. And note that with Google Chrome extensions, there are so many different extensions that do the same thing. So don't think that because OneTab is the one we're talking about, we know that there are others. So there are other extensions that work just like OneTab and may have a different functionality as well, or additional functionalities. So OneTab is what we're going to look at. So if you have a million things open, it's distracting to the persons that you're presenting to. If you're doing presentations, also if you have someone come to use your computer, suppose you're lending your computer to a friend, or you have your son or your child or whoever using it, you don't want to have all of your tabs there open for them to see. So that's why OneTab is an amazing tool to use. Now, right now, I actually don't have a lot of tabs open because I can actually see the icon for each website. So I have minimal tabs open now, but you'll see what I'm talking about for the presentation. I just want to make sure that I have certain things closed that won't mess with the magic of one tab. So let me see what Mark is saying. I have 30 to 40 tabs open all the time. And the reason we have tabs open, the reason we need to go to tab open, a lot of tabs open anonymous, right? That's where we need to go and be a community. The reason we do this is that, or well, the reason I do it is that when you have the tabs open, you say, oh, it helps you to remember what you need to do, or you are looking on this and you don't want to forget it, so you leave it open, and then you leave another one and another one and have a million things open. So that's how we get down into this rabbit hole. So one tab came about because of this particular reason. Now, before we go into one tab, note that on your browser, this puzzle icon will be where you can access all of your extensions. So when you click it, it will show you all the extensions that you have available. So you see, I have quite a good amount here that I have available here. So you can pin it. So when you see this regular pin, you can pin and have the ones you want displayed here for easy access. So you pin the ones that you use often, and you can leave the other ones unpinned. It being unpinned doesn't mean it's not on your Google Chrome as an extension to use. It just isn't one of the ones you use often or you want readily accessible to you. So think of this like your extension board. So you have to pin it. So I'm just going to make sure that I have one tab pinned. Of course I do, because I use it all the time, but I'm just making sure. Now this is what one tab looks like, but I want you to see what happens when we pin. So I have one here called Notation Web Clipper. I don't really use it, but I'm going to pin it so you can see. So when I click it, it turns blue and it comes up here. Now here I have one tab pinned, and let me show you how easy one tab is to use. All I'm going to do is just click the tab, one tab. Watch carefully. And just like that, all of my tabs went into one tab, and it's here displayed on this page. So what one tab does, it lists all of the tabs that you compressed, this for lack of a better word, and you have access to all of them right here in this little area. Now notice that down here, I have some other tabs. I have 21, I have 22. So what one tab does, it keeps all of the tabs that I have compressed from different sessions. So let me see, is one tab a Chrome extension? Yes, that's the first Chrome extension that we're talking about, one tab. So what it does, it keeps track of all these other ones that I've collapsed into the one tab. So if I wanted to view other sessions that I had done when I clicked and collapsed them, I can go back and revisit them. That's what I love about one tab. It has a section here that I can revisit. Unless I close this, when I open the browser, it will be here. So unless I close the browser, it will be here where I can see all my previous ones that I may want to have access to. So what happens is that I can easily click the tab I want to reopen, because right now, as you notice, it's clear. So if I click this is my presentation, so I want to open it back. So here it is on one tab, and I have my different things here that I can look at. But guess what? If I wanted to put back all of these back where they were, so I'm finished with my presentation, I've got back my computer if I lent it to someone to use, and I want to have my million tabs open again so I can have them ready. You know, some people just like to have stuff opened. I can just do what we call restore all. And what restore all does, as the word says restore, it puts it back to how it was. So it will just reopen all of the tabs that I had collapsed. As simple as that. So you see it's loading each one. And the great thing, it loads it back to the position where it was, as in it's not reloading the page. It's putting it, it's opening it back to where it was. So you'll be at the same position where you were at before you did your one tab. So let me do it again and let you see how quick it was. As quick as that. Here's everything right here in one tab, ready for me to use. So Chandra said 1 tab will be so helpful for me. Thanks for showing. All right, great. So that's 1 tab. So we have 1 extension down, and that alone, learning that alone for me was enough. I didn't need to know about any other any other Chrome extension because I use this one every single day, multiple times for the day. I use 1 tab. So as I said, productivity for me means saving me time. So I'm showing you the extensions that save me time. Now this other extension, this is for email, people who use email a lot. So it's called Right Inbox. And as it says, it's Gmail's #1 extension for sales, recruiting, and marketing professionals. So what this extension does, it adds functionality to your Gmail email. So if you're a Gmail email lover like myself, you will find this extension useful. Now it has a free aspect, which is a bit limited, but it also has a paid option, which is quite affordable, I think. I think it's about $7 per month to have the full functionality, and I'll show you what it does. But here it says it allows you to do reminders to keep track of emails. You have email tracking, where you can see who opened your email. You know, those people who are opening your email and say, I didn't get the email. You will know if they got the email, or if it wasn't them who opened it, somebody opened it. And then it has email templates, which you have access to as well. So as I said, I showed you earlier how you get the extension installed into your Google Chrome browser. So I won't show that. I'll just show the browser itself, the extension itself in action. Is that good for everyone? Because you saw how I installed one. So I'll just show you the extension in action. We don't need to go through and install and stuff. So you know what you do. So let's look at Right Inbox. So I need to go to my inbox. All right, so let me see. I have that part open there. Okay, so let me look for my Gmail and get that up for you, so that my 1 tab closed stuff that I had open. I'm looking back for some of the stuff that I had opened and ready and waiting for you. So let me open that. I had to go back to my 1 tab to open. So here I am in my inbox, and you see it's even popping up some of the paid options because I had my inbox open, and this is what I was, of course I have to make sure that I'm prepared for the session, so I was going through it. So these are some of actual payment options for Right Inbox. So here you see, if you want to have the paid option, you can have unlimited for email tracking, templates, recurring email, signatures, send later, reminders, private notes. And then for free, for 5 emails, 5 templates, 5 is their lucky number apparently. 5 is what you get to do with these things. And then here you have unlimited GIF, I say potato, you say potato, or I say potato, you say potato. Yes. Anyway, so this is what we have here. So let's look and see how Right Inbox goes. I'm going to go to Compose. Now, for those who know anything about Gmail, something about my Gmail looks different, right? I have an extra row, and that's what Right Inbox does. When you install it into Chrome, you have to do another further integration with your Gmail. So when you try to open it, like you see me did, when I open like 1 tab and such, when I click on it, it's going to prompt you to sign into the Gmail that you want it to be attached to. So let's look and see how great this is. Now what happens is that, and you can remove this part here. You don't have to have the send with Rightbox. You can remove that. Now you're going to compose a message like you do all the time. So I'm going to send an email to myself. All right. Let me send an email to myself so you can see what I'm talking about. Okay. So I'm going to call it testing. And hey, Ava, how are you? Are you good? Anyway. All right, so I'm going to send this to myself now. So we're not using this part of the Gmail that we're used to. We're using these parts here. So here you see you have a send later, which if you click it, you have the different options. Just like with Gmail, for those who don't know, Gmail does allow you to have a scheduling. So we're used to that. So you have that option, and you have an arrow here where you can have a label, send later, whatever you want. This is what I love. Here, when you click this arrow here, you can choose, if you have a link in your email, you can track the links and you can track the opens, meaning you're going to see if it was opened and how many times opened. So I'm checking those. Here we have, this is a paid option, so I don't have access to it, but know that it's there. So you have the integration dashboard. Here you have notes. So if I want to add a note, suppose there's something important I want to note, say, follow up with Ava, and then I save the note. So this note is saved for this email. So when I click on this, I see that, okay, yes, follow up with Ava. And I have a reminder, I have recurring. You know what recurring is? It's that you resend this email at different times to different people. Then you have the GIF. So if I wanted to add some, nice stuff to this email, I could, have a party stuff or whatever. I could do that. Let me just undo that. And you have sequence, which is a paid option. But you have template. They say you have access to 5 templates. When I click on template, you see that this template comes up here, but I can choose the actual template I want. So you have cold email template, meeting demo or request template, follow-up email template. For those who don't know a template, the template is a pre-typed message for a particular topic. So you see here for the cold email, hi, so-and-so, my name is so-and-so, and I work at so-and-so as a so-and-so. I've become familiar with you and your work ever since. You can get an idea of how to create a particular email. All right, so let me undo that. So you see how many amazing things you can do with Right Inbox all the way. So yes, you can have your autoresponders that you use, but if you want to continue to use your Gmail, you have this as an option if you want to. So with that, let's send this email. So yes, it works like an autoresponder, similar. It's not going to replace it, but for those who want to use their Gmail like that, you have that option. All right, so let me just close my mail. I'm going to send it to myself. So send, and the email is being sent. And I'm going to check my mail and show you what I'm talking about when we said that it will show you who has opened the mail. But sometimes, it's good to track to see who has opened the mail, whether it's for like, are you reading my emails, or if it's for just knowing that that email was something that person's opened. So it's good to do that. So I'm just waiting for that email to get to me. So in the meantime, let's look at another extension while I wait for that email to be sent. But what do you think about Right Inbox? What do you think about what it did? Can you use on more than one email account? You should, I haven't tested it, but yes, you should be able to use it on, you just sign in with that particular account. You would sign in. So as I said, when you open it, you have to tell it what account you want to sign in with. So far as it works on one account, I haven't used it on another account. So do you like it? And that was a free version. As I said, the free version is a bit limited, but if you love it, you see that it's, I said $7 before, it was $7 and some cents. So it's about $8 if you wanted to actually use it on a regular basis. All right, so let's go to the other one while we wait for that to be sent to my inbox. So that's Right Inbox, okay? All right, so let's check the other one. So this one now is Google Similar Pages. Now the reason I love this, when I'm doing research or I'm just scrolling on the internet and I have encountered a website that I love, who doesn't like to find websites that are similar to one you already love? Yes, give me a 3. Yeah, if you love something, don't you want to find something that works like it? I mean, it may not be the match or the exact type, but you always need to have a backup. Having a backup is very important when it comes to working online or just using online, because if one particular tool is not working properly, what are you going to say? Oh my gosh, your tool is not working. You need to go to another tool. So that's why I like this one, because it's, as it says, Google Similar Pages. So let's look and see what it's all about. So you can discover similar web pages to pages you're currently browsing. Enjoy the page you're looking at. Interested in similar pages? Then you can use this extension. So let's see how it works. So as I said, I have these installed already, so I'm not going to go through the installation process. So I'm just going to show you how it works. So we all know Canva.com. Who doesn't love Canva? We know Canva is amazing, but wouldn't you maybe want to find something similar to Canva or even just similar design websites? Look how Similar Pages makes it simple. So first you have to go to your little icon here, your puzzle icon, which shows your extensions, and you look through to make sure you have your extension pinned, which I do. And if you don't have it pinned, remember it doesn't have it in blue. Remember, all of these are already installed. You have to install them before you can use them. So after today's session, whichever one you like, you can install it. And here it is. So what I do, I click it, and right away it shows me similar websites to Canva. It's telling me about PicMonkey. What else is telling me? Let me go back. Similar Pages. It's telling me about, what's that? What's that? Piktochart. You see? How simple was that? I found several design sites that I didn't know about. It's telling me about easel.ly. What's that? So we make graphic design easy. So you can check out all these different Similar Pages. How simple was that? I know you love that one. You can't tell me you don't love that one. So Tina, I know. I was coming to the chat to see. I know I'm going to hear. I love it. Who wouldn't love this one? Because it saves you time searching for a similar website. You're already on a website you love, so why not get to see a similar one, right? So that's the great thing about this particular one. It saves so much time instead of you having to search. So tell me a website. Tell me a website that you currently love, just to test it out. It may not work on all, but let's see. So drop a website that you like and let's see for Similar Pages. Let's see. So Amazon, all right, so let's go to Amazon.com and let's see if it suggests any similar pages. So let's see. Walmart.com, Overstock.com, Macy's, Rakuten, Kohl's, Albert, what's that? You get the drift. So it's telling you other things that sell, other places. So I see Pixabay. So let's go to Pixabay. Pixabay.com. All right, so let's look at Similar Pages. So it's telling free stock photos, royalty free, Unsplash. So we're seeing Pexels, Unsplash, Snap, what's that? StockSnap.io, StockVault.net, PickJumbo. You get the drift, right? All right, so I see what the last one, what's that? Dreams Time. All right, let's check that one out. Dreams. Guys, you're going to test them. You test them. Dreams Time. All right, Dreams Time. Is this the right one? Dreams Time. So let's check Similar Pages. So Shutterstock, 123rf.com, Crestock, StockVault. So you see, it's giving you Similar Pages. So this Chrome extension, all right, let's see, making sure that I'm at the right spot. And I got TubeBuddy. All right, so TubeBuddy. Okay, TubeBuddy.com. And let's see what Similar Pages shows us. So we see YouTube, Reddit, YouTube. So because it's showing a lot of YouTube stuff, we know TubeBuddy is helping you grow your YouTube channel. So it's picking up some things from YouTube about TubeBuddy. So it's not necessarily finding another growing of a website, but you get the drift. It works for most things. What do you think about that one? So this presentation that we're doing, you're going to get a copy of this with the email that's sent out with the replay. So you'll see the links to access them. So you notice that the link to access each one is at the bottom. So you will get that. All right. So don't worry. We got you. We got you. All right. So Checker Plus for email, for Gmail. As I said, some of these we've looked at before. So we are going to actually revisit some of them. So Checkr Plus for Gmail, another Gmail lifesaver. So you're in your browser doing your work. You know, if you want to check your mail, you tend to go to another tab. Then you can click on this tab here, and if you are signed into your Gmails, you can check them here. So let's go into this one. I can go here and check that email. I have to go to Gmail and all of that. Whereas what happens is that with Checkr Plus email for Gmail, I can have my one extension that allows me to access all my Gmails that I want to access. And that's what it does right here. I've pinned it. It's right here. So with Checkr Plus for Gmail, I have my several Gmail accessing right here. So I just click on each one and I can watch up here, watch the top. So I can access them. Some of them are in here twice, it seems, but you get the drift. So I can actually access the email from the one area. I don't have to open each one. I'm doing everything from this one tab. I can actually, one section, I should say, not to get it mixed up with one tab. I can actually compose a mail by clicking on that option there, and I see my compose options, write inboxes, you know, wanting to tell me stuff, but I can see the stuff there. So you see what I'm talking about. And I can get notifications while I'm using my Google Chrome. I can get notifications here, so I don't need to close what I'm doing. I can just check here and see if it's an email that I want to open, etc. So I really love Checkr Plus for Gmail because it saves me the time of having to open my different Gmail email accounts. If you're a Gmail email user like myself, or you manage several Gmail email accounts, this definitely is a time saver where that's concerned. Note that these particular extensions for emails have to get access to the email itself. So you want to make sure that you're using one that says it's trusted, it's secure and such, because they do have access to your email content. You're giving it access so that it can integrate and show the particular emails that you want to access. But note for this, what you have to do when you right click, by the way, for each extension, you can right click on them and you can manage the extension. Managing it means you're setting it up how you want to. So for the Checkr Plus email, to manage it, you want, not manage, wrong part I'm sending you into. We want to make sure that we're going into the options. So for the options, you're setting it up how you want to. So if you want to add your various email accounts to this, you'd have to go to accounts or labels, and you would come here and add your account. So it would show maybe a list of the Gmail emails you have. And then when you add it by signing in, it will add the account here for you to have access to it. Right here, you see I have multiple ones added, but you know, you can remove the ones you don't want. So for each extension, when you right click on it, you can go to options and you have options of how you can make it work. So if you want it to work a particular way, you come here and you can customize each extension. So you notice for one tab, I have it where when a tab group is restored, send the tab to a new window. It can be always a new window or the current window. You see what I'm saying? So for those who watched me restore my tabs, it opened a new window. But suppose you want the tabs to be restored in the existing window, you can set it up. So the great thing about the extensions, you have so much control over what you're able to do and so on. So with all these extensions, will it consume more RAM and make your computer slow? Will there be any conflicts with any of the extensions? Well, the extensions don't conflict with each other, but a great question about the RAM. That's why I showed you with the pinning and the unpinning. Only pin the ones that you know you're going to use frequently. So if you have 40 extensions, you're not going to pin all of them. So they're displayed right here. You only pin the ones that you use frequently. And usually most persons have about 5, if so many extensions that they use daily and frequently. So what you can do is pin the one you want to use at that particular point in time. So that's a great question. Great question. So what do you think so far about the extensions that you've seen? Do you see ones that you think you're gonna definitely use in the future? Are you loving the ones that you're seeing so far? Alrighty. Now this one may seem so simple, but as I said, if it's saving me time, it's an extension that I want. So Google Dictionary, so simple. We all know that you can search on Google and get the definitions for something, right? But it's an extra step that you don't have to do if you have Google Dictionary. So if I'm going through on a particular website, let's say I'm here on PicMonkey going through and I don't know what the word editing means. I have my Google Dictionary installed and watch carefully. Look what I do. I just double click on it and it tells me what editing is. I can play and it tells me what the word is. So instead of me having to open a new tab, go to google.com. If Google, my homepage is Google. So that's why it shows me that. But I would have to go to google.com and then I have to type in editing. You see how many steps I'm doing so far? Editing and then enter. And then scroll and look for the what is editing. You get what I'm saying? What did I do a while ago? I just let me do it on Amazon. Let's say we don't know what dress is. I just double clicked on it and it tells me different address rehearsal or so and so. That saves me time. I don't have to do an extra step where I have to open google.com, type in the word, look for the description. And you may say, but it's just a dictionary. It's a dictionary that saves you time. So Google Dictionary, ILOVE, Google Dictionary. And it's a time saver. And to be more productive, you have to save time. Do you have to have it pinned? No, you don't have to have the extension pinned in order to use it. No, you don't. All right, so Elena, you have Writebox but never used it. Can Writebox send out bulk email and can you set up Throttle with Write Inbox? So Elena, you're more advanced than myself, so I haven't used it for that advanced aspect, but you can fool around and see. Fool around in it and see. Dictionary is cool. Does it work with other languages? I haven't actually tested it for that, but as I said, you can when you go to the particular extension, let's go to it, you can actually check for more options and see what it has. So here in the three dots here, I can go to options and you can look through. So it says my language is English. So I can choose the language that I want it to be using. And I can choose what I want, double click to do, or so on. So you can customize your extension, as I said earlier, to suit your needs. That's what I love. Customization is always the key. So some of you said this earlier about Go Full Page. It was one of those that some person said they used. It's actually one that I've looked at in past sessions. So ever had a page where you want to see what's on the page, all of that information to someone, and you have to be making a picture of the page in what you call it, in sections? But Go Full Page, as it says, allows you to be able to capture an entire page from top to bottom. So it's a screen capture of this page. So yes, Marie, the snipping tool, but what the snipping tool allows you to do is most snipping tools, you can only do it section by section, but Go Full Page allows you to take the entire page. So let's look and see. Let's use one let me just go on maybe yahoo.com and see what that did. And for Go Full Page, let me look for it. Go Full Page, where are you? All right, so it's open, yes. So it's here, it's pinned. So all you do, you click on it, and it's like Pac-Man. It's capturing all of the page, and then it will show you right here. It looks small, but it's actually, when I zoom on it, it shows me the entire thing. See there? And you saw that it did that in seconds. I got everything that was on that page. And it was fast. Like, as I blinked, I got all the data. I know you all love Go Full Page. So what happens is that this is good if you need to show someone an entire page and you're snip, 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 snip. That takes forever. And you can save this as a PDF. Download it as a PDF. You can download it as an image. So where will it be saved? On your computer. So I can download it now. And it's going to be saving it as a PDF on my computer. So it wants to allow. So I have to allow it to be able to download. So here it is. This is the PDF version of what I just snipped. So with the PDF version, you see it's breaking it into a page, but you get the drift. But the image now, if I download it as an image, it's going to save the entire thing as one long screenshot. That's it. And when I zoom into the image, I can see everything in one long thing. Because, you know, a PDF is going to show you in pages. All right. So that's it. And if you have invest in the paid option, you're able to do your edits and such. You can put on your annotations. You know, people like to draw up the stuff, your shapes, all these things. You'll be able to do that and save it. You know, you mark it up. You want to show people different things. It has so many different things that you're able to do with Go Full Page. Go Full Page. All right. So I love this one because I always have certain websites that I want to keep track of what's on it, and I have to be doing it section by section. Now Loom, not Zoom, Loom. Loom is amazing. Loom takes the confusion out of explaining anything, meaning you're doing emails back and forth, and someone may not understand what you're talking about. Why not do a screen recording, a screen capture, demonstrating exactly what you want a client to know that you're doing or what you want to tell your employees to do, different instructions. Loom takes the guesswork out of things. You don't have to be back and forth multiple times. You just do one Loom recording and you get to the point. So Loom has 5 minutes recording for free, and they do have a paid option for $10 per month, and you have unlimited recordings. But if you're going to, based on how you're going to be using Loom, the 5 minutes is adequate time to explain something or demonstrate something to someone or give someone information. So as I said, I have all these installed already. So here I have my Loom right here. And with Loom, it shows you any notifications. Anybody who has watched whatever video you have shared, you can see that. You can download the video that you've created and send to clients or send to your employees, or you can send them a link to it. The reason I like to send a link to anything I've recorded is that Loom notifies you that the person has watched the video. All right, so that's what I love about it. So here you have the opportunity to capture the screen as well as you in the video, and you have screen only or camera only. So you can decide which option. I usually use screen only. Now you see my microphone moving, that means that the correct mic is selected, but if it's not, you can choose from the mic options that you have available. If this is not moving, then you don't have the correct mic selected. And then here you have start recording, where you are prompted to choose some options. So you can choose entire window, you can choose a window itself, or you can choose a particular tab. You can try out the different options and see how they work. All right. So I'm going to choose entire screen, and then you click share. So it counts you down. You can hide this. Hey everyone, this is a presentation all about Google Chrome extensions. I hope you are loving this amazing presentation. So once you're done, you come back to your extension and you click on it, and it's going to take you to your loom.com website, because this is an actual website that has a Chrome extension. So it takes you back to your website where you can name the video. So here I can name it. So I can even, I can leave it like that and erase that. Press enter. I can create a link for persons to watch this video. I can do editing in Loom. I don't know if the editing is available for the free option, but you can do some video editing in Loom. You can do get a transcript from your video. If you don't have Loom, you need to check out the Loom tool, guys, whether it's with the extension or not. Loom is an amazing tool that you need to be using. So I'm going to share this link for you so that you can see what I'm talking about. So I'm going to ask you to just watch this video. Watch this video. I'm sharing the link in the chat, and I'm going to show you that it's going to let me know. It doesn't necessarily tell me who has watched it, but it tells me someone has watched it. So depending on who I sent it to, I will know that someone has watched it. So somebody click on that and watch it for me, please. All right. So that's Loom. As I said, it takes the guesswork out of having to back and forth and this long explanation. Just show someone how to do it. Just show them how to do it. As simple as that. I don't know what I would do without Loom. I use Loom to give instructions to my students. I use Loom to show clients work that I've done for them so that they understand exactly what was done. Loom is just amazing. All right, so just checking to see if anyone watched. All right, so I'm going to close that. And I'm going to check back to see if I have eventually received that email that we sent ourselves. All right, so this is the email that I sent myself. Here it is. Hi, Ava, how are you? I sent it to my Yahoo. So let's check back on the Gmail to see what it says. So I'll go to my sent. And in my sent, it's going to show me, well, it should show me. Let's see, let's close some of these stuff. All right. Let me just do a reload. All right, so here, where you see this little tick here, it will show you that it's opened, and it will show you the email that it was sent to, etc. All right, so that's what I love about that particular tool. You can get tracking of your email so that you can see what's going on with that. All right. I am trying to watch adding the extension. Okay. So you don't want to be adding the extensions now while we are doing the session. The link that I shared to you, you don't have to have Loom installed or anything. You're able to watch even if you don't have the Loom software, etc. It's just a link to watch what's going on. Okay, so you've watched. All right, so Loom hasn't shown me the notification as yet, but it will come. Yes, it will prompt you, but of course they want you to install it. They benefit from you installing it, so it's going to prompt you. Now, who uses Google applications like the Google Suite? Docs, Sheets, Slides, Forms. So for me, when I use it, I have to open my Google Drive, and then I have to go to Docs. So I'll open a new tab, and then I'll go to my Google menu here, and then I go to Drive, or I click on that, we see them there, and I go to New, and then I have all of them here. Of course, that's a very long way, but as I said, we want to save time. So there's actually an extension that allows you to quickly open these applications. So you can quickly open any of these docs, sheets, forms, and such straight from your Chrome extension. So here I have it pinned. Let me see if I have it. Yes, I have it. This is called Google Docs Quick Create. So when I click it, I can easily just open something. So I want to create a sheet, or I want to have a doc. So as I said, it saves time. It really saves time. You'll be surprised that 3 extra steps you're using a lot of time instead of just having one click. Just like we have one tab, we have one click. If you can use one click to do something, that's what we always strive for. So as I said, for productivity for me means saving time, less time to do a particular task, and keep me efficient and keep me organized based on what I have to do. So that's what Google Docs does for me. Now, we all know Grammarly. If you don't know Grammarly, you're losing out. This particular tool, it allows to make sure that your grammar is on point. You have the website, grammarly.com, and you also have the Chrome extension for this. The great thing about the Chrome extension, it will pick up if you're using Google Docs, it will pick up if you're using your email, it will pick up if you're using Facebook. It does all of that. So you have this particular extension to help you. So let me see if it will pick up on Facebook. Let me head on over to Facebook. But sometimes it does and sometimes it doesn't. Let's see. All right, so let me just head on over to and see what's going on. Let's see. All right, so I'm on Facebook now and I'm in the Learning Tube. And let's say I'm making a comment. And let me reply to Alicia. Alicia said she's looking forward to this session. So let me reply to her. And I'm typing in this word. Now, obviously, that word is not spelled correctly. So Grammarly, because I have it installed as a Chrome extension, it is picking up that something is wrong. So when I hover over it, it's letting me know, yeah, that's a suggestion. Great. So I've misspelled this word and it's helping me. It also helps me with punctuation marks where I must have a full stop or a comma and such. So when I hover, I can simply just fix it. So I'm just going to say great and put my exclamation sign and enter. So it picks up when you're sending your emails or you're making comments. Who wants to go around the internet not being grammatically correct, right? None of us. So Grammarly is a big help where that is concerned. And it is amazing that they have a Chrome extension for that so that you can just have it readily in your varying tools that you're using in the internet. Who are Grammarly users? Give me a 4. Who uses Grammarly? Who uses Grammarly? Well, I don't know about Writer, Tina. So let's know about Writer. I use Grammarly, but I'll check out Writer. But yeah, Grammarly is amazing to help you just sound good and look like you know what you're doing, how you're to structure and such. Always amazing. You always want to make sure that you're doing what you should. All right, so those are the extensions that I have for you today. What did you think of them? Are you using some of them now? Will you use some of them for the future? Remember, Google Chrome extensions help you to add more functionality to your browser. You can use it for fun. You can use it for efficiency. You can use it for productivity. You can use it to offer or do a particular task and such. You can do so many things with these particular extensions. It's not even funny. So let me look at some of the ones that were recommended at the beginning. Remember, we had asked you, which ones do you use? So let me share some of them that some person said they use. So we had some of the ones I looked at in today's session. And we also have, Tom, you had shared some of them as well that you use. I'm looking back. So you had Color Picker. So let's look at Color Picker. So I'm going to go to the Chrome store and show you that. Now, Color Picker, as it says, it helps you to choose colors based on what you're pointing on. So if you have a particular design and you want to use colors that are similar there, Color Pickers allow you to do that. Is Color Picker the actual name of it? I know you have so many different ones. I'm sure if I click on Color Picker, it's going to show me so many. But what Color Pickers do, they work in varying ways. But the point is, you can point on a particular color and it will tell you maybe the hex code of the color. Each color has a number, a hex code they call it, that you can use to get the correct code. All right, so we have Colorzilla is another one that's being shared. Colorzilla, yes, Colorzilla, and so many more that were shared. So thank you so much for sharing the ones that you use, and thank you for being on this session and enjoying what was being presented. Now, as I said, we can't exhaust the Google Chrome extensions. There are so many. So I invite you to go to the Chrome web store and explore the ones that are there and see which ones can add to your efficiency when you're doing your particular tasks. Because remember, you know the tasks that you have to perform daily. and you know what will make you more efficient. So you can search for the ones that are in the Chrome Web Store and see which ones suit you best. All right. So you're welcome, Tina, for the sessions, and Zeneda, you're welcome. Shanice, Marie. All right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And thank you so much for joining us. Remember, the replay will be available via email. It will also be posted in the Facebook group, and we will also send you a copy of the slide presentation so you can get access to the links so you can install these extensions for yourself. So before we wrap up, I want to show you that you can enable and disable the extensions. So it's not all the time you want the extension to be functional, but you don't want to remove it. Removing deletes it. But sometimes you just want to turn it off. So that's what disable is. So to disable an extension, you can come here, as I said, to the extension area, and you can go to, let me show you the other way. You can go to, it's easier to go this way. When you click on the three dots that are here in your browser, you go to more tools and you go to extensions, and it shows you all of your extensions, every single one. So to disable it, you simply just turn off the button. So you just turn it off. And if you want to re-enable it or enable it, you just turn it on. Now, what remove does, remove takes it off completely. It's deleted from your computer. So remove deletes, but enable, disable just turns it on and off. So this is an important thing to note, because sometimes you don't want to have your extension on. Sometimes some of them can be quite annoying. For example, my email one here. What happens is that when it's on, it's going to be notifying me each time I get an email, and maybe I don't want that at a particular time. So I can disable it, and then I re-enable it when I'm ready to do what I need to do. So that's a great thing to know. So this just gives you some notes about how you enable and so on. And we talked about going into the options area to customize. And we just talked about how you remove your extensions, delete them from your computer. All right, guys. So thank you so much. I definitely enjoyed doing this presentation for you and just giving you a push start into becoming more productive for 2023. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Bye. Have a great rest of the day. Bye, guys. Bye. Thank you, April. Bye, guys.